And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Let's go!
Time running out here on the play clock. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Three yards remaining here on 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive. And all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels. Defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Second down following the run. They'll try to throw now. Brissett got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
When I watch Khalil Mack play, I just see fury, passion, and incredible athleticism. This guy can flat out play.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They come out here in the eye. Second down, Rivers. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Joe Hayden is a complete cornerback. He tackles, he covers, and does everything with incredible speed.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Throwing, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Now, Pat O'Donnell, he's in familiar territory. Did his collegiate punting in this stadium for the University of Miami. He's on to kick it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's taken at around the 40. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A good pick out there of 20 yards.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Rivers, complete outright to Kurtz. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and just like that, it's third down. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. To throw, Rivers. Surveying the field. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Eagles take possession. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Play fake. Brissett. He's got time. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Well, we saw the pressure there on 3rd down, and we know that's not unusual, especially if they essentially he's going to pass the ball. But I will guarantee you that when that play call came in, the last instruction wasn't the play. It was, you know they're going to blitz. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Be ready for your hot routes and get rid of it. He did, but that one was incomplete.
That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Raiders will take possession. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now it's the backup Mariota. And Olsen over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. In the backfield is Anderson. On 3rd down, Mariota. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Oakland.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be a Philadelphia first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to go deep for Conley. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Here we go! Here we go! Watch that!
And they'll run it here. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third.
Let's go! What? Flex round! Flex round!
Third and short yardage. Brissett nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Morgan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at about the 14. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. They run it here with Thompson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. From the pistol, they run with Anderson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. From the gun, Rivers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Third down and 3. Complete with 11 seconds remaining now. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half, Rivers. And his throw here is incomplete. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. They go play action with Brissett. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it will go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Rivers now on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
In motion left goes Sanders. Third and long for Rivers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it. To Jermaine Kearse, and it's fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Look at this spin.
Balance.
Give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And they give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down. Brissett from the gun on third. And it's caught by Parker. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Brissett on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1, couldn't get the ball. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That goes for a gain of 31.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run with Thompson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Chris Thompson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Again, a run with Thompson. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Chris Thompson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Brissett now on 2nd down. It's complete to Parker, left side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Third down now following the completed pass. They'll send Parker in motion right. Play fake, Brissett. He'll buy some time right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Well, this O-line, they've had trouble with a pass rush all game long. This time it cost them 2 points.
I mean, you've got a quarterback back there who's running for his life, and he's had no time to throw the football. They've sacked him time and again, and this time they do it in the end zone.
You said it, partner. No time, none whatsoever. So out come the Raiders. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. To throw is Mariota. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Finding time. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Raiders. 55 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come out here in the I. They'll run it here. This is Reese. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now another carry for Reese, the fullback. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marcel Reese, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Yeah, they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. Mariota will look to throw, and he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Let's go. What? Ohio.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Ohio. Switch.
2nd down, Brissett. It's complete to Chris Conley. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long.
Come on, let's go. 38. Ohio. Let's run. Ohio.
They go play action with Brissett. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Derek Morgan. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Let's go.
They'll send Parker in motion right. Play action now. Brissett. He's got time in the pocket. Rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 57 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
In motion, Patterson. A second down throw for Brissett. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Third down, it's Wendell Smallwood. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And Myers able to knock it through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know, the field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And now here come the Raiders, and they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Mariota now on second down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on third down. A run with Smallwood. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Myers able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Here's Thompson to return it. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of just for driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? That's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this defense looks for 1 more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Here we go. Flex round. Ohio.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And they're going to speed things up here. And they'll go with the ground attack here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Flex round. Let's go. 190.
Now a handoff looking right. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Come on, let's go. Flex round.
Wendell Smallwood. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the 1st down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for the Eagles, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hard work.